As a guy who grew up in Lorne Park, I'm going to assume you were a Leaf fan, and what does this mean to get a chance to wear this, albeit for a few days?
It's an honor. Obviously, you're spot on. Definitely a Leaf fan. Growing up, you got to cheer for the hometown team, and to be able to come to a camp like this and with some of the caliber players that they bring in and compete against draft picks at the end of the week, I mean, it's exciting, and obviously there's work to do, and we're going to enjoy it while we can.
How valuable has the Tier 2 experience been for you, Lakeshore, and of course in Penticton last year, in terms of getting you ready for Minnesota in the fall?
It was monumental. I mean, playing, I think 85 out of 95 games last year in Penticton on a pretty good team. We went pretty far, had success, and I mean that's definitely good for a goalie to experience, especially when going to another level. You want to have as much confidence as possible, and just being able to kind of be the guy from a young age is. A lot of guys in major junior don't get that opportunity. I think it was huge for me, and obviously education was always kind of like my goal. So to be able to go to the University of Minnesota, I mean that's exciting as well, and it's been a great year, and this is it's a good week to kind of top it off before the next season kind of starts. So
what do you hope to get out of a college career?
Well, first of all, my education. I mean, I'm going to graduate. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. I mean, even if I leave, my mom knows I got to go back to school and get my degree at some point, and really just going to Minnesota, just kind of being in the spotlight sort of thing. I mean, they're a big program, and you kind of want to put your name out there and have success at a big school like that, and obviously set yourself up for a professional career.
You have a Connor McDavid connection?
Yeah,
I believe.
Played on the Marlies with him for quite a few years. Great kid. He was always a shy guy, kind of kept to himself, and he still scored goals like he does now back then. So I mean, being able to practice with guys like that, it was definitely big for my development. And a lot of people kind of put a knock on me saying you don't get shots in games, but I got to practice with those guys every day of the week. So I definitely take that as a benefit.
Are you hoping to get a contract like his?
Eventually, I'll aim for Carey Price-wise numbers, so give me a few years.
Okay. Goalies develop at a different time. You're 21 years of age. Is this all natural stage for you as you get ready to work toward that next level?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every kid who kind of grows up, and especially in the Greater Toronto area and the GTHL, I mean, you're primed for the OHL or college and professional at a young age. Kids go through media training at like 14 now. It's insane. So kind of coming up in that area, I always knew what I wanted to do. And like I said, it's a dream come true to be at a camp like this. And obviously, this is a step in the right direction.
What are you studying at school?
I'm going to go into business. Yeah, so I started business 2 years ago. I got my 2-year degree this year, all the NCAA rules, a 4.24 transfer, and then take my business degree back into Minnesota and probably specialize finance, marketing, something like that.
Yeah. Why'd you get into that?
Business? I don't know. I was always pretty decent with math, and I kind of like selling things. Like I'm on Kijiji, I sell all my old stuff, and my little brother's actually with a marketing firm right now, and he brings his work home, and I just enjoy helping him with it. So I figure, I mean, hopefully hockey works out, but definitely something to fall back on with a degree from Minnesota, and you take your business degree and put it into a bunch of different fields. So
will you be 4 years at the university, or will you graduate sooner than that?
No, so I think I have 3 years of NCAA eligibility left. I went to Clarkson after my 18-year-old year. Ended up, it wasn't really the right situation for me, so I ended up going to Penticton. So that would have been 2 years out of my 5. So hopefully we have 3 years left.
Will you graduate in the 3 years though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'll graduate in 2 years. Hopefully I can use my 3rd year or my 5th year, I guess, to get a master's or something like that.
Okay.
Elaborate for these guys, if you're to head out your driveway and drive in 5 minutes in most directions, how many National Hockey League prospects you can name drop along the way?
Well, I'll say it like this. So our high school team was terrible just because none of us were allowed to play on it. But if those rules weren't there, we could have made a team out of all grade 9s and won varsity every single year. So
Stroms, McLeods.
Our ball hockey games in the summers were pretty insane.
Were you in the Strom Marner ball hockey tournament there?
Oh yeah,
with the Stanley Cup and all that?
Yeah. They call it Lord Comey, but we call it something different. But yeah, no, definitely playing with those guys. I didn't go in net very often. Right. Always thought I could dangle with the best of them, but it's probably a good thing I ended up in net on the ice. So.
A good source tells me that your sister plays as well.
Yeah, she graduated from Brown. She went and played a year over in Europe, in Germany. Her boyfriend Jake played in France, and they're done now. They're putting their degrees to use, and they both work downtown Toronto. So.
Sarah?
Yeah, Sarah. Yes, with an H.
And was co-captain at Brown with who?
Caitlin Keon, her best friend, who obviously you guys all know Dave Keon. He's pretty good. He was pretty good.